Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh Bansal. Welcome to Geeks for Geeks. Today we are going to solve the problem of the day. So the problem name is clone a linked list with next and random pointers. So basically uh, a linked list is a set of nodes where each linked list is connected with the next node. Okay, because they have a next pointer. But in this case they have given you two pointers. The next is as usual, but there is one more pointer that is called random pointer. You can see over here that once random pointer is connected to 3 and three's random pointer is connected to 5, and similarly two's random pointer is connected to 1, and four's random pointer is connected to 3, and similarly 5 random pointer is connected to 2. Okay, so we have basically two pointers in a node. Okay, uh, a single node is having two pointers over here. First is next and second is random. Okay, so every node has two pointers. Now what we have to do is, now there is the question is, we have to clone this linked list. We have to make another linked list same like this with having same next pointers and random pointers. Okay, now if this is the question, now if there is a regular type of linked list like this, it has only next pointers, then what is going to be the approach? The approach is very simple. First we will create a dummy node. And we will start traversing from the start of the linked list, and as it is a 1, so we will create a node 1 and we will attach this to this. Now we will add this node. Now we will create a next node and attach this node by this, and similarly we will go on traversing this linked list and start creating these types of nodes. And after this we will just return the head of this part, dummy.next. We will return dummy.next. And also after cloning this linked list, we have to return the head of the new linked list. Okay, if it is a simple linked list, then the work would be very easy. But the linked list, if is having some random pointers and we have to connect that random pointers in the same manner, then this task is going to be a little bit hard. Okay, now how to approach this? So we will see two approaches of this question. Okay, so let's see the two approaches of this question. Okay, now the first approach can be in your mind is that if this is the linked list, what we can do over here is we can use a hash map. We can use a hash map for this part, for this approach. Okay, now what is going to be the approach? Okay, firstly we will add this node. We will start traversing from the first node and we will create a hash map. Okay, firstly we will create a hash map of type node, node and node. So we will create a hash map of node and node. So firstly what we will do, we will store the address of this node. Okay, let's say this address of this node is 4k, then this is 5k, then 6k, then 7k and 8k. Let's say we have assumed that the addresses of these nodes are this. Okay, now what we are going to do over here is, if we are at this node, we will store the address of the original node. Now this is the original node and this is, we are going to store the copy node over here, and we will create a copy node like this. Okay, so we will just create a copy node. Let's say this is going to be a address ak. Okay, the address is going to be ak. I want to differ the address, that's why I'm giving alphabetical address. Now when we will create, then we will go to the next node and we will store the address of this node with the copy node. We will create a copy of this as bk. Now we will go to this part. This is going to have the same data, ck. So ck and 6k, then we have similarly 7k and dk. Firstly we will travel in the whole node and we will just create the nodes and copy the addresses, store the addresses of all the nodes. Okay, now the 8k and 8k and ek, 8k and ek. Now we have stored all the addresses now. Okay, this is the first iteration. What we have to do, only we have created the nodes, we have not connected any pointers, not the next, not the random pointers. Okay, now what we have to do is, we will now iterate it one more time. Now while we are iterating this, we know that the address, the next pointer is pointing towards the 5k. Now we will see that 5k's copy is b, so we will connect this ak. Okay, we are at 4k, and the copy of this is ak. So now we will connect this next pointer with the copy of this 5k pointer. Okay, so now we will connect this random pointer with 5k. Okay, for the random pointer we will do the same thing as well. So now this random pointer is pointing towards 6k. Okay, now this ak is the copy of 4k. Now we will connect this by ck. Okay, because 6k's copy is ck. So now we will connect this towards this. Okay, now let's understand it one more time, because it may be a little bit confusing. Okay, okay, now we will go at 2. We will go at 2, and now we will see what is the next pointer. Next pointer is 6. So now we will see that 6 copy is ck. So now we will connect this by this. Okay, now we will connect all the copy pointers by themselves. Next, now we will also see what is the next point. What is the random pointer? The random pointer is pointing towards 8k. You can see over here the random pointer is connecting towards 8k. Now we will see what is the copy of 8k, that is ek. So now we will connect this by ek, like this. Okay, this is how we have to do two things. Okay, now let's understand in one more example, one more node. Now we will go to the 3k. We will see that the 3k is connected to the 4 as a next pointer. Now we will see what is the 3 what is that 7k is dk. So we will connect this by this. And what about the next pointer? The next pointer is connected, 3's next pointer is connected towards, oh, sorry, 4's next pointer is connected to 3k. So we will connect it like this. The copy of the pointers will be connected like this. Okay, so this is going to be the one approach, but the time complexity of this approach is going to be, O of 1, sorry, O of n, and the space complexity is also going to be O of n, because we are using a hash map over here. Okay, now we are using this time and space complexity. But if you see in the question, they have given you that you have to use O of n time complexity and auxiliary space should be O of 1. Now how to do this question in O of n time but in O of n space? Let's understand this approach. Okay, basically I feel that this approach is using the O of space n, as well as this is also a hard approach to understand as well as to complete. But the optimized as approach is also simple and easy to understand. Okay, now let's understand this approach as well. Okay, the optimized approach. In this approach we are going to solve this problem in the time of O of n, but the space we are going to consume, that is going to be O of 1. Okay, we are going to consume the space of O of 1. Now in this case what we are going to do is, okay, let's understand it in a more clear way. Okay, so I'm going to create one linked list like this, 1, then we have 2, 3, and let's just take 4 lists like this. And let's just delete this diagram so that we can understand in a better way. Okay, let's just create the random pointers. Now the first random pointer will be targeting this, and second random pointer will be targeting this, and let's say third random pointer is targeting to null. And also let's take the case of this part. So this, okay, let's put some arrows like this so that you can understand. And fourth random pointer, let's say it is connected to 1. Okay, now this is going to be this. Okay, now 1 is the next pointer, 1 is connected to 2, 2's next pointer is 3, 3's next pointer is 4. That is very clear. Once random pointer, okay, these are the random pointers. Once random pointer is connected to 3, 2's random pointer is connected to 4, 3's random pointer is connected to null. Okay, now fourth random pointer is connected to 1. Okay, let me put one more arrow so that you can understand it very well. Now what we have to do over here is that what is going to be the approach. So what we will do, we will traverse in this linked list and will create a copy of these nodes and will connect like this. Okay, so I will connect copy of 1 like this. I will connect this and we will break this connection and will put it like this. Okay, so firstly I have created one copy and now connected it to this like this. Okay, I will connect one more copy like this and connect like this. Okay, similarly I will also do for this part as well, 3, and also we will connect 4 towards this and null. Okay, now we have created the copies of nodes and attached to the linked list as well. Now what we have to do over here is, now if we just see that the next pointers are almost connected to each other. Now what we are going to do, we have a task that we have to connect the random pointers firstly. Okay, now the random pointer of 1 is pointing towards 3. Okay, the random pointers of 1 is connected to 3. That means random of copy of 1 is going to be connected by 3's next. Okay, so we will connect the random pointer of 3 with the random pointer of this. Okay, now how to write this? Let's say this is the current pointer. So current dot random, okay, is going to be, let's say we can write it like this: current dot next dot random is going to connect with current dot random dot next. So now what we are doing over here, it might be a little confusing at what we are doing. What is current dot next dot random? Currents next dot random means this pointer is going to be connected with current dot random, meaning current dot random is this and its next current dot random dot next meaning is this. So we are going to connect this by this. Okay, so this is going to be the approach. Okay, similarly for this part, after moving this, we will move the current pointer towards this. We will move the current pointer on this part. Okay, now we are at 2. Now we will do the same thing. Current dot next dot random. Current dot next dot random. This is the current dot next dot random pointer is going to be connected with current dot random. Current dot random dot next. Meaning this is going to be connected with this. Okay. Similarly, we are going to do with this third part as well. Current dot next dot random. Its next pointer random is going to be connect dot random dot next. Current dot random. If it is null, then we have to put a special case. Okay, then we have to put a special case. That's why I've used the null pointer as well. So in this case, we will point towards the null. It is a special case, so we will point it towards the null. We can point it to any null. Okay. After doing all this, what we can do is, okay, after doing this, what we can do is, we will now dispatch all the, we will make a dummy pointer. Maybe we can make a dummy pointer, and we will attach one with this, the all the copy with that, and make the original connections as well. Okay, we will remove these connections and we will connect this, and after all we will connect all this. So we are going to use 3 loops. We will travel it 3 times, but the time complexity is going to be still of O of n, but we are not using any space. That's why it is going to be O of 1 space. Okay, so this is kind of approach. Let's see the code as well. Okay, if you see the first loop, okay, let's see the first loop. Okay, let me take the another pen. Okay, for the first part, what we are doing is, firstly we have, let's say we have 2 nodes like this, 2 or 3 nodes. Let's make 2 or 3 nodes over here. So what we are doing in the first part, let's say this is connected to this is connected to this, and this is connected to this. Okay, now in the first part, what we have to do, node current. First we are having a current node, then we have the next node. So what we are doing in the first loop, we are just making the next equals to current dot next. So the next pointer is at this point. Now we are creating a temporary node and making the data as current dot data. Current dot data is 1. So now what we are doing, current dot next equals to temp. Current dot next is the new node temp, and temp dot next equals to next. Temp dot next equals to next. Now this will be broken, and now this will be attached like this. Okay, similarly for every node we are going to do this. Okay, now in the next part we are going to connect for this loop. What this loop is doing, this loop is connecting the random pointers. This loop is connecting the random pointers. Okay, you can see over here, node dot random equals to current dot random. Now if random equals not equals to null, then current dot next dot random, currents next random is going to be connect with randoms next. Okay, we have stored the random, then might be this is the random, so randoms next. Okay, if there is one more thing, then it would be connected like this. Okay, so this is going to be connect the random part. Okay, if we talk about the next thing, okay, let me remove all these things. If we talk about the third loop, in the third loop what we are doing is, we are doing nothing but we are just separating the copied and original nodes. We are just separating the copy and original nodes like this. Okay, you can see over here the next equals to current dot next. If current dot next equals to current dot next dot next, we are just separating the current dot next. Okay, we are just having the current dot next, and if it is null, then we have to use this special cases as well. And now we are moving the current equals to current dot next, and now returning the dummy. Okay, like this we can do these things. If you want to learn linked list as well in a very detailed way, I have created one playlist for this part. You can check out this playlist on my on this channel as well, in which channel you are seeing this video. Okay, you can see that it is my playlist. It is completely free and it is completely in Hindi, so you can watch it in your pace. If you want to ace the link list and want to cover the whole link list, so we have covered the link list in a very proper manner. And also you can see there is a 6-hour video that is complete link list tutorial, so you can watch this as well. So let's try to like run the code. Okay, is it working or not? Okay, so it's working, so let's try to submit it as well. Okay, so now you can see over here that it is going to be submitted as well. Okay, so now we have correctly submitted it. So thank you everyone, I hope you got the question, and if you like the video, please hit the like button. Thank you.